What's up, everybody? It's Alan the Kraken, and today we're going to talk about some Shining Shadows Saga, or S3. Here we have all of the incredible things that we were able to get from the Kickstarter. There were 37 Kickstarter backers when this was all before the Kickstarter hype and everything. This was back in June of this year. We got everything that we asked for, and more. I tried going back through the Kickstarter and finding out where these universe tiers came from. I thought I remember seeing it at one point. Maybe it was in one of the add-in options, but I didn't see it going back through the Kickstarter, and I'm not sure exactly like how rare these are or how many there are. But if there's 37 backers and I had three, that means I purchased three additional legendary tiers for a total of four. So maybe it was in the additional legendary tier add-on, and that's why I have three, would be my guess. So if there's only 37 people that back this, and then if, like, let's just say a generous portion, let's say like 30 of those people did the extra legendary tier, there's probably like 100 of these. Maybe more, maybe less. There's probably like 100 of these. Now, they are all square corners, and this is the back of the card. Crypticos, Shining Shadows Saga. They are going to do rounded corners in the future, but right now, some exciting news. On their website, shiningshadowssaga.com, they are going to do a late Kickstarter backer kind of thing, and they're going to allow people who missed the Kickstarter to get some starter decks. And it's my understanding that with every, I think every $50, they said, you're going to have a chance to get one of these three cards. I think you're going to be able to get a chance at a Blazing Sunrise, an Asatawe. Beautiful card. And then I think you also have a chance at getting a Commodian Heart. Now, I don't know if the odds of that are the same. I have no clue how they're going to do that, but I do know that with the each tier you were able to get one, two, or you were able to get all three. I should say you were able to get all three. So if you're able to get all three, I would assume that the odds are the same. So for every $50 that you spend, and I think that's going from, what was it? It starts September 10th. I know that on ShiningShadowsSaga.com. So definitely check them out, and look for that link on September 10th, because I'm sure they have a very limited supply, and you want to get there on the 10th. At least visit their webpage, and I'll leave a link in the description as well, so you guys can find it real easy. But yeah, I assume that they have a very limited supply, and they're going to be shocked at how fast it's going to sell out, especially with all the success of recent Kickstarter stuff. And I know that there's a list of people waiting to get additional starter decks, and then of course we're waiting for the actual product to be released. There will be booster boxes, there will be booster packs. I do not know what those will look like or entail, but I do know that they're gonna have like this thing where every month that you can get a champion, I believe, and you can purchase that separately on their website. Maybe, I'm not sure. I'd have to double check with Ulysses, but I think that's what I remember. But yeah, I'm super excited for this game. I'm only gonna do this one more time because I do not want to accidentally ruin a card. But I want to show you. I'll pull out all three, actually. I'll pull out all three. And I want to show you guys the incredible quality of these cards. Alright, we're going to start. Yeah, we'll save the best for last. We'll save the best for last. Let's get that back seated. Alright. So here's the Asantawi, Asantawe, Asantawa. I'm not sure. Still don't know how to pronounce it, but here we go. It is some of the cleanest cards I have ever seen. This is like classy, fantastic looking. Like, It is crisp to the weapon and to the edges. There is like no missed edges on this foiling. It is stunning. And you can see on the bottom, first edition, Crypticos Publishing LLC, 2021. And then you have, I think, the card identifier right there, 102. All right, let's check out Blazing Sunrise next. Be very careful. All right, there we go. Just absolutely spot on foiling. And then you can see the back again. We get a clearer view of the back. And then they're also very thick. Like these are about baseball card thick. But in the future they are going to have rounded corners once again. I'm not sure if the late Kickstarter will have the rounded corners, but I'm sure the final product will. Alright, now we're going into the Mac Daddy. I haven't looked at this in a few weeks, and I get excited every time I take a look. Oh my god. Let's get out of there. There we go. Beautiful. Alright. Let's not... Alright, there we go. You know, I want to say this about Shining Shadows Saga, is that with the 37 backers, they had plenty of time since June to now to say, hey, I don't like this product. I want to get rid of it. I want to give it to someone else. I want to share it. I'm going to sell it on eBay, right? There hasn't been a single listing on eBay. I refuse to sell. My Krakens refuse to sell. Everybody that has bought one of these packages refuses to sell. There's actually a popular streamer. His name is Fab Popal, and he has been trying to get a Commodian Heart, and then I let him know that, hey, don't worry, on September 10th, I don't know how they're going to distribute them equally, or if they're going to be like, hey, if you spend $150, you get all three. I don't know how they're going to distribute them, but September 10th on ShiningShadowsSaga.com, you can go and get starter decks, and then also for every $50 that you spend, you'll have a chance to get one of these. That is all I know. If you have any questions at all, please direct them to the Shining Shadows Saga team. I think that you can sign up on their website now for like updates and stuff. I'm not sure if they have a contact form. I've only been able to get a hold of them through Kickstarter for now, and then the Discord is going to open up sometime this month, I believe. So I am very, very, very excited. You guys have about 5 days to get ready. So, and that's when these starter decks are going to go live. I think I'm going to send these out for grading. I know that they're not perfect. They're probably going to be like 8.5s and 9s just because of like how down-centered they are. Actually, I think this one, there's a couple that are actually really, really close centering. But it's really difficult to get that with the square corners and stuff like that. But, man, I'm very excited for this game, guys. Here's a... Let me show you one more thing. Here's a sample card. Or these are prototypes, I should say. They're not samples. These were prototypes that were made, and they ditched this black border. And I'm kind of glad they did, because they gave the cards a very more dark look. And I like how classy and light they feel as a white border card. And you can kind of tell the difference between the smoke. Here you have a much darker smoke versus this gray and gritty smoke, and I love that gray and gritty. That's amazing. I love that smoke. And then here you have an example of a champion. You can play with up to 1, 2, 3 champions, I believe. And then I think there's like a free-for-all or some kind. I'm not sure about that game mode. But there's the stats. So essentially you want to reduce your champion's HP down to 0. And you're going to do that by keeping track with pencil and paper. Here you have Mastery Swift Phoenix. Once per turn, you can consume 2 will cards to reduce the cooldown position of all your active striking skills by 1. Additionally, until the end of the turn, fire spells casted by this champion uses attack as special damage. That is amazing. And that's going to go great with the heart. It's going to go great with Swordmaster's Might. Attack one opposing unit with 30 attack if Abigail is a party member. The attack gains plus 10 attack. Reduce the cooldown of all striking skills on active cooldown on your side of the field by 1. So in this game, you're going to have skills. You're going to be able to reduce their cooldown speeds, so you can use them much more faster and efficiently. And then we'll take a look at the cart, because obviously this goes with Abigail. Move all flame spells from your cooldown zones to your library. During your next turn, all flame spells you cast gain plus 25 special damage. And if your goal is to knock down 154 HP, maybe a little bit more if there's some potions that heal, that's actually really strong. A couple hearts with some skills, I mean, I'm sure you could combo out some insane damage. And then you have the Universe Tiers full, which I mentioned. Select up to 3 will cards from your deck and add them to your hand. Shuffle your deck. This is... if this was a Magic card, oh my god. Alright guys, thank you very much, and remember to have fun. Definitely look out for this game September 10th on ShiningShadowsSaga.com, and you all have a wonderful day. Peace.